Today, I'd like to share with you the comparison between Astra International and Mitsubishi Corporation in terms of business innovation. We'll be covering four items. It's innovation strategy, the business model, open innovation, and also tech for sustainability. So, number one, before we begin, we have to take a look why it's comparable in the first place. So, number one is about the portfolio breadth in terms of being multi-businesses and then beginning from mobility, expanding to heavy equipment, energy, and IT. The ecosystem orchestrator role, which is something that's shared both by Mitsubishi and also Astra International. Capital discipline. It has clear capital allocation playbooks with profitability and ROE focus, balancing both on growth and sustaining the investments. So we first take a look at innovation strategy and kind of comparison overview. Basically, for MC and Astra International, I'm highlighting three major points. For innovation strategy, Mitsubishi is focused on strengthening the earning base and seed for new growth, and then multi-year growth capex with explicit ROE, and then also portfolio rotation tied to energy transition and also mobility shifts. This is some that are quite similar. Astra is doing the same thing with strengthening their business through the 7 core lines and also discipline via subsidiaries across automotive, finance, heavy equipment, agribusiness, etc. Then a portfolio renewal aligned to Indonesia's infrastructure and energy transition as well. So why it's similar and why is it different? So they're similar because number one is conglomerate economics, and then number two is partner first DNA value chain, and then risk managed growth as well. But they differ in a few parts where it's home market structure. Indonesia is focusing pretty much in Indonesia, meanwhile Japan is expanding for a broad market as well. Capital access is very different. So Mitsubishi focuses on global funding compared to Astra, it focuses locally. Governance architecture, it's very different investment committee models and also decision-making process. So in short, expect convergent principles but divergent pacing driven by macro, capital, and governance contexts. The next one is the business model innovation. Okay, so Astra International, the distribution is flywheel, which is like it's from new unit sales going to captive financing, after sales, used vehicles, data loyalty, and repeat sales. Meanwhile, for Mitsubishi, it's market access and capital, JVs, alliances, operating synergies, scale platform, and capital recycling. So, but in short, the common thread is that both monetize multiple points across the value chain using data and partnership to compound value creation and defend market position. In terms of deeper analysis, we take a look at three aspects. Number one is the value chain monetization for both data flywheels, using the data to leverage cross-selling, retention, etc., and also risk transfers, which we go into financing, warranties, etc. The key difference is that Astra International's depth in last mile operations compared to Mitsubishi's breadth in multi-market platform shapes different margin mix and resilience. Next, about open innovation strategic approach. So we talk about the co-development with joint ventures and then the CVC and minority stakes, also the supplier co-investments. But in short, in terms of governance framework, equity splits, board veto rights, KPI gates, and step in or step out option structure, these partnerships for optimal risk sharing and value creation regarding innovation. So we'll take a look at why they're similar. So number one, both are JV. We focus on JV structures, right? And the next one is capability arbitrage, where partners contribute complementary strengths across the value chain. So the approach Mitsubishi is taking is global deal origination reach and then investment mandates with quick exit options and a portfolio rotation and scale. Meanwhile, Astra International really focuses on local partnership and then operational integration focus and then also long-term partnership relationship building. So bottom line, similar JV toolkits, but Mitsubishi's option is rich portfolio compared Astra International is anchoring on relationship locally. Technology innovation for sustainability. So Mitsubishi has a growth strategy for 2027, and Astra International, based on United Tractors portfolio as well, is focusing on net zero by 2050. So, but both are focusing on 2030 targets, where both are established intermediate sustainability milestones for the current decade. So context driven, it drives into the strategies in terms of economic rationale, grid and resource context, and policy and financing. So that's mostly the comparison between Mitsubishi and also Astra International. Thank you so much.